everyone, I'm Rossella from Cooking with Nonna, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own flavored fresh pasta in a beautiful, simple sauce. Now, the pasta I'm going to make with semolina rimacinata and some fresh basil and just some tepid water, and then we're going to make a sauce out of garlic, oil, lemon zest, and a little bit of parmigiano. Really simple, easy, and beautiful. Now, if you think you can't make fresh pasta with a flavor in it, if you think fresh pasta is too complicated to begin with, I'm going to show you you're absolutely wrong. This is really, really easy once you get the hang of it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my basil and I'm going to throw it in a food processor. Now, if you want to be really old school and you have a mortar and pestle lying around and you want to work that too, that's totally fine, whatever works for you. But this is a lot faster and easier on the muscles. Now that summer's coming, basil just grows everywhere, and this is a great way to utilize basil. I know in my grandma's garden in Brooklyn, we just have so much basil all the time. Just want to puree this for about 20-30 seconds. And you want to check. And I'm going to like scrape it down a little bit just because some of the leaves, when the basil's a little wet, they don't get chopped up as well. Okay. Then I'm going to take the basil and I'm going to transfer it into this bowl. Just want it to be nice and finely chopped. So we're going to add it to the pasta dough. It's going to infuse it with so much amazing flavor. Beautiful. Okay. And I'm going to leave this right here while I make my pasta dough. So I have my semolina rimacinata, and it's semolina that has been ground a second time, so it's a little bit finer than traditional semolina flour, and I find that it's a little bit easier to work with because the regular semolina flour is a little bit it has a little bit of a harder grain, and it's a little harder to mix up with the water and get a nice smooth dough. So I'm going to start by making a little well, and I'm going to take my basil, add it to the middle of the well. Oh my God, I can smell the beautiful basil flavor already. And I'm going to start by adding a little bit of water. You don't want to add too much water at a time because pasta dough is one of those things that it depends entirely on humidity levels of the day, the weather, you want to go a little by little with your water. And I'm going to start bringing it all together and add the water as I need it. Now, I like to tell people that are fresh pasta babies to make their dough a little bit wetter and then dry it out with extra semolina. It's all about the feel of the dough. The end result, you want it to feel a little bit like Play-Doh. Bring this all together. Just keep making that little well. Keep adding some water. Now, sometimes when I make basil pasta, it ends up being a little bit more moist than when I make regular fresh pasta. So just take that into consideration. And you also don't have to use basil at all. You can use spinach. You can use any other herb that you want. It's going to turn our pasta a beautiful green color, though. Now, when I first started making pasta, I hated it. I really hated making fresh pasta dough because look at this. This looks like a mess. You don't think this is ever going to be pasta that you're going to want to eat, but stay with it. Just keep going, baby. Keep bringing it all together, and I promise you it will start to resemble pasta, but it looks kind of ugly before it ever looks good. It's one of those things. Okay, so now that you have a ball of dough, you want to make sure you keep kneading it for a little bit with the heel of your hand, just like this. So pull it towards you and then push away with the heel of your hand. That's how you're going to work your pasta dough really well. You can see all that beautiful basil that we put inside of there. And now you have flavored pasta dough. This could be spinach, this could be anything. I put basil in it because it smells amazing. And now you just want to decide what kind of fresh pasta you want to make. You can use a pasta maker with an extruder. You can roll it out and hand cut it. What am I going to make? I'm like the most spuddiest person in the world, so I'm going to make some orecchiette. Big surprise. And the way we make orecchiette is I got my handy dandy Nonna knife. I'm going to let this hang out over here. A nice wet towel over it so it does not dry out. And let me move that out of the way. And I'm going to start my orecchiette like I always do, making my little rope. Fingers together and then spread it out. And the rope starts to form. Now, I did a really in-depth fresh pasta video with my Nonna. So for a step-by-step guide on orecchiette, there is a link below that you can watch to really get it down. But I know everybody's been watching, and now you guys are all pros at making orecchiette. Okay, now we got a rope. Take our knife, cut out a little. Pull towards you, flip it over your thumb, and you have some orecchiette. Now, I love orecchiette because my first memories of them were my grandma and all her sisters making them, and they could go really, really fast, and as you can see, I am not that fast, and they never make a mistake, and I just made a mistake, so you can see that I need a few more years to practice. My aunt and my grandma have been making pasta for like 120 years combined, so I have a few more years to go. But if you do ever make a mistake, let me show you how to fix it. You take one and you like mess up. You like do that, and you can't do it. Well, first of all, this is cavatelli. This is actually pretty good cavatelli, so it's still salvageable pasta to me, but it's not orecchiette. So if you do ever make a mistake, just re-roll it like that with your fingers like this, and just roll it out again. Have no fear. When I got a little older, I started going to the actual city of Bari, and I discovered a street called Via l'Arcobasso, where women just sit outside and make orecchiette all day. They do it for restaurants, they sell it to the tourists, but it is just really beautiful to see, and they go fast. I mean, they can, I can't even believe it that it's real, like when you're watching them make pasta. It's amazing. And they have a little bit of a different technique. They don't pull it towards you and flip it over. They kind of do it all in one, it looks like one fluid movement. And I ain't that good yet, so. Now I'm going to transfer these to my drying screen. I feel so special because now I have a professional drying screen. And this is the real deal. This is what the ladies use in Bari Vecchia to dry their pasta. And it's great because you can get, air all around it, dry it up real nice. And you can also just cook your fresh pasta right now. This is ready to go. You don't have to wait. These, if you want to freeze them, they do last a long time. So I suggest drying them overnight and then putting them in the freezer. So once you finish all of your orecchiette and you have them on your screen, you want to go in and separate all of them, especially if you're going to be drying them overnight. And if you want to keep them in the freezer, you dry them overnight and freeze them after that. Otherwise, they can hang out for about a week in your refrigerator. But I'm starving, so I'm going to make them right now. And I'm just going to move my screen right over here. And I have my water already boiling. I'm just going to move this right over. Okay, so I have my pan right here, and the sauce I'm going to make is super quick and super easy. Garlic oil, lemon zest. It's going to be so beautiful with the basil pasta. It'll be such an explosion of flavors. So I'm just going to get my pan nice and hot. And I'm going to get my extra virgin olive oil. Get that nice and hot. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my pasta in the boiling water. Now this is going to go really, really quick because fresh pasta cooks super quickly. Now I'm going to add my garlic, just sliced garlic. Start opening those flavors up. And you just want to open the flavors of the garlic up just for about 30 seconds. Ah, beautiful. I'm going to just stir my pasta a little bit. And when they start to float, that's a good indication of when they're pretty done. So I'm going to give this a few more seconds. So now I'm going to scoop my pasta right in here. This is going to make a little noise. Don't be scared. Ooh. And the nice coating of pasta water on here is going to make a beautiful emulsion with the garlic and oil. Gorgeous. So the starch that releases from the pasta is going to make a nice sauce with this. It's going to start to thicken and kind of cream up. I'm going to add just a spoonful of pasta water. Never throw away your pasta water. You might just need a little bit. One more. And my last ingredient is going to be some fresh lemon zest. This is going to be so beautiful. Such a quick, beautiful summer dish. All you have to do is kind of prep your pasta maybe the day before. But what I think everyone should do is have pasta parties and invite your friends over and all learn how to make fresh pasta. And that way you can have a party and give them a little like goodie bag to take home. Or if you're hungry, you can make all the pasta that you make at your little pasta party. Just a little bit of this just looks gorgeous. This smells incredible. The only thing that can make this better is cheese, because let's face it, everybody needs cheese. So I'm going to take my Parmigiano or Pecorino, whatever you like, and I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'm just going to grate this right over the pasta. And I'm going to let the residual heat of the pan melt that in. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to give this a quick stir, and then I'm just going to put my... And I'm hungry, so I think we're ready to taste this. And the pasta water that I put in, you see how it all got absorbed. There's no liquid at the bottom of the pan at all. How amazing does this look? Oh my God, this is so good. The basil, the lemon, the garlic, everything just plays together so beautifully. Make it for your friends, make it for yourself, make it this summer. Whatever you do, just make this pasta. This is so delicious and easy. Thank you for playing with me today. I'm Rossella, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.